And the Indian Sports Network is on the air. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Kenny Masterson coming to you live from CarShield's Field down in O'Fallon. And I'm a little out of breath because I just ran here. Okay. So if I can avoid having a heart attack, then we're going to start off this broadcast today with head coach Adam Schaefer of the Elsberry Indians, and he's going to inform us of what we can expect this year from the Elsberry Indians team. Got a few minutes before the game starts, so let's just go right in. Adam Schaefer. All right, Adam.
How you doing, Kenny?
Wow, I'm out of breath. I'm too old to be running.
Relax.
Anyway, like I said, what can we expect from this year's team?
Well, I'm hoping some good results. It's been a little tough on the getting out on fields this spring, a little wet. So early will be rough. We're very young. We're starting 4 freshmen today right off the rip. So I'm going to be relying on my 2 main seniors, which is Stevie Bodecker and Nick Stone, kind of take this young group on and hopefully they can guide them in the right direction. I know a lot of the boys that are here. Better.
Yeah.
A lot of the boys that are here have played a lot of ball, in the summer. So I'm hoping that the summer ball stuff carries over and their travel ball experiences carries a little bit more knowledge than what I was able to give them in this wet spring. So.
Right. Well, are we doing a little bit of batting practice right now? I don't want
to. An infield outfield right now.
Okay.
So.
All right. I just didn't want to.
This will be the first infield outfielder of the year. So.
Wow. I didn't want to keep you up here while they were.
That's all right. That's why I got Coach Twelman.
Starting the game. Exactly. Yeah. While they were starting the game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know last year was not a real successful season for Elsberry, but sure hoping that this year will be a little bit different. And every season starts off 0-0. Every team starts off 0-0. Now we just watched Winfield defeat Christian, I think by a score of 5-3. So we know that they're capable of putting 5 runs on the board anyway. So they're going to be charged up from that victory just a few minutes ago. So looks like you're going to have to come out with everything you got to.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can put the ball in play and score a couple of runs. It'll be it'll be interesting to see. I don't know who they're starting with, kind of a pitching staff they're going to run out. We got to see their best arm close the first game, so I'm not sure what they're running out at us this game. But it doesn't matter. They got to throw it over that 17 inches at the plate, and we got to try to put it in play. So
exactly, yeah, they're high school players the same as your team is, and so. It's even, I guess in a sense, it's even less parity than what you have in the majors, because this is just who you're able to pick from in your school.
And like this year, it's already been better. I think last year we started the year with 16, I ended the year with 14, and that was for JV and varsity.
Yeah.
So this year we started out with 19. We started with 19. We have 19. So everyone stuck through, made it through the first couple weeks of training, and we're hoping we're just hoping, like I said, that they go out and enjoy the game and learn a little bit as we go. It's going to be a really learning weekend. We'll have a lot of moving parts. I'm going to try to find out where these young guys fit, how they fit.
Right.
So you'll see, after the first 3 or 4 innings, pitchers are only going to throw 45, 50 pitches a day. So you're going to see a lot of moving parts. I got to see who can do what and where and when. So this weekend will be a really good gauge for me to see how these young guys fit into the program.
All right. Well, I won't keep you any longer up here, and we've got 2 games to play today, and so everybody's going to be tired by the end of the day. And so good luck today, Coach, and maybe get to talk to you after the game after a victory. Sure hope so. And before the second game, I'm going to try to get Coach Twelman in here. And
that'd be great. He's got a face for radio.
Yeah, like I've said before several times, and especially after I started doing this, I've had people all my life tell me that I've got a voice for radio, and never was anyone that told me I had a face for television.
Welcome to the club.
So good luck today,
well, Kenny,
Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and have a good game up here, and hopefully we'll have a good game for you out here.
All right.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
And that was Coach Adam Schaefer of the Elsberry Varsity Indians. And as you can see on your camera, the Elsberry team is out doing some, what do they call it, infield, outfield, in and out. And it's their first chance to practice today. Winfield is already, their opponent for today's game is Winfield. And they've already played a game, so they're all warmed up. Looking down at people in front of me, got a mixture here of Winfield and Elsberry fans. Everybody's got red on, so it's kind of hard to tell who is who. But anyway, I've got a starting lineup for both teams here. And to be honest, I'm not even sure which one is the home team and which one is the away team here, because this is not the home field for either team. This is, like I said, this is at CarShield Field, which is the home team for Living Word Christian High School, which is going to be the second half of this doubleheader for Elsberry. They just played a game against Winfield earlier, and so now they're going to be around waiting. But I guess it really doesn't matter which team is home and which is away. They still got to play 7 innings each. But anyway, starting today for Winfield is number 2, Pruitt. I don't have their first names. I think I can come up with them, but I don't have them with me right now. But starting today is number 2, Pruitt, shortstop. Number 17, Rolfs, second base. Number 23, Hayes, first base. Number 27, Sutton, center field. Number 12, Weber, the pitcher. Number 4, Kyman, the catcher. Number 11, Michael, the left fielder. Number 15, Rankin, third base. Number 22, Altman, designated hitter. And number 14, Nichols, right field. That's the starting lineup for the Winfield Warriors. And now starting for your Elsberry Indians today is number 2, Joel Mound. Number 10, Steve Bodecker. Number 20, Bo Henry. Number 28, Nick Stone. Number 24, Jake Reimel. Number 23, Colby Twellman. Number 5, Eli Gladney. Number 8, Cody Thornhill. And number 44, Leighton Bartlett. And like I said, I'm going to try to find the first name so I can, during the game, I can give first names of the Winfield players. And you know what? I didn't give you the positions that Elsberry is going to play. And so anyway, tell you what, while I get some things figured out here, let's just run a couple of commercials. Here we go. Take a break.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. Hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the megabanks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make a trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Okay, we're back here for a little bit. Looks like we still got a few more minutes till the game's. Got both head coaches and the umpires out on the field right now. And like I was saying before, Elsberry had a little bit of chance to warm up, and Winfield was already warmed up. So really don't know what to expect from today's game. I know last year Winfield had a better schedule. Let's see if I can get that information pulled up here. Also, I want to tell everybody that trying a new scoring system for myself up here. It's going to be brand new for me, so I'm hoping I don't get too awful confused. But yeah, last year Winfield was 18-9, so they had a pretty good season last year. Elsberry, unfortunately, was only 4-11, but a brand new season. So see, Elsberry and Winfield all time. Winfield's got the definite edge on this. Winfield has won 10 out of the last 11 games. Elsberry's only win against Winfield's come in 2012. So, and it looks like now Elsberry's taking the field. Winfield's going to be first up to bat. So they'll take, if it's anything like I remember, it's going to be like 8 pitches. Be ready to start the game. And like I said, I'm going to try to keep up with all this scoring and everything. I've got a paper score, I've got a computer score, I've got the score down here at the bottom of the screen. And that one's brand new to me. I wasn't having to do that during basketball or anything. So, hoping I can keep up with that. And so it looks like we're about ready to start here. Coming up to bat for Winfield is, oh, they have him as number 3 standing up there, but I've got number 2. Oh, geez, that's the way to start off. Let's just see. And I don't have a listing of all of their numbers for Winfield. My roster says that it's going to be Pruitt that's batting, but I've also got him down as a number 2. It was what was handed to me. So anyway, let's start this game off. First pitch is a ball outside. Second pitch is up and in for ball 2. Ball 3, 3-0. Ball 4. So, 4 pitches and 4 balls. Strike 1 swinging. In my book, that is Rolf's batting. Second pitch, he squares up to bunt, and it's foul. So, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch. Ball 1. Ball 2. 2-2. What was that? I think they called a balk. I'm not sure. But we got a count of 2-2. Looked like it was up a little high. 3-2. That was definitely a ball, so I guess that made it 3. I lost track on what was going on here. So we have 3-2 now. Nobody out. Runner on second. Ball 4. So we have first 2 batters reached on base on balls. So now we have Hazer coming up to bat for Winfield. First baseman. Throw over to first. Runner back in time. Foul ball. Strike 1. Another foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. Hazer at bat for Winfield. So there's a foul ball down the first base line. Still 0-2. And there was a call strike. That was a really pretty curveball there. So now up to bat is Sutton. First pitch is a strike. So after throwing several balls, looks like Nick Stone is kind of settling in, throwing some strikes now. Strike 2 swinging. No balls, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second, 1 out. And there was a swing and a strike. Struck out swinging. That's 2 outs. So after walking the first 2 batters, Stone now has struck out the second 2 batters. There's a ball outside. Brings Weber up to bat. Number 12, Weber. Hard hit ball to left field. Hard hit. It bounces all. And 1 run scores. And that leaves Rolfs on third base. And Weber made it to second base on a double. So that makes the score 1-0 Winfield. 2 outs, top of the first. Ball inside. Kyman up at bat right now. Ball 2. Ball 3. Ball 4. It's a third walk. 2 outs. We have runners on first, second, and third. And we now have Michael up to bat. Ball inside. Ball 1. Foul ball back behind us here. Bouncing around down in the stands. Hopefully didn't knock anybody out. Ball 1, strike 1, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Top of the first. There was a curve ball. Two balls, 1, 2 outs. There was a call strike. 2-2. Ball. That looked like a decent pitch, but that stayed a ball. So we now have 3-2 with 2 outs, bases loaded. High fly ball. Shallow center field, and the ball drops. And they get it into second base. And he is called out on the base path. How many runs scored there? I'm not sure. See how many runs they give them. But in the meantime, that's 3 outs. So Elsberry will be coming to bat. So at the end of a half an inning, as soon as I see how many they scored there, and I'll get it up here, but end of a half an inning, let's take a quick break.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Okay, we are back. They scored all 3 runs on that, the base runners. So we have a score now 4-0 Winfield at the end of the half of an inning. So looks like Winfield came out on fire there. But Elsberry hadn't even had a chance to bat yet. So we have Joel Mound coming up to bat first for Elsberry. Joel Mound is a second base for Elsberry. So let's see what he can do. First pitch coming from Weber. Ball inside. Ball 2 inside. Ball hit the second base. I'm sorry, the shortstop. And he beat it out. So Elsberry's leadoff runner is on. Brings up Steve Bodecker. Joel Mound looks like he wants to run. And there is a call strike on Bodecker. Ball, hard hit ball. It's going to drop. It drops out in right center field, left center field, someplace out there. And Joel Mound scores all the way from first base. So Steve Bodecker is on with a, let's see, I guess he got a double. Strike 1. Foul ball, there's strike 2. That's Bo Henry up to bat right now. Ball gets away from the catcher, and Bodecker's into third base. Meanwhile, 2 strikes on Bo Henry. Ball hit to third base. The throw is to first, 1 out. The run does score, though, so we have a score of 4-2. Okay, I'm trying to keep up with this scoring here. This is all new to me. I have Nick Stone up to bat right now. He hits a pop fly to the pitcher, and he drops it. So that's 2 outs. Ball 1 on Jake Reimel. Strike 1. All right, painted that outside corner. Ball 2 inside. There was ball 3. Nice, and 2-1. Yeah, I was right the first time. It was 3-1. So base on balls to Jake Reimel. So Elsberry, with 2 outs, has runner on first. Brings Kobe Twellman up to bat. And looks like a bit of a timeout here. Not sure what's going on. Pitcher's having a little bit of equipment problem, I think. Call strike on the inside. Hard ball, but it's going to be foul. It's 2 strikes, no balls on Kobe Twellman. Throw is to second base, and there is a stolen base. That's not Jake Reimel in there. They had a substitute. These high school baseball rules are a little bit different to me. And there is strike 3 on Kobe Twellman. So, at the end of 1 inning, the score is now 4-2, Winfield over Elsberry.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Okay, we are back, and we are going to have second inning. Coming up is Rankin, third base. I can never say the phrase third base without thinking of Costello's baseball there, who's on first. As far as I'm concerned, that's one of the funniest comedy routines in the history of mankind. I don't know, it's been brought to my attention. I think I'm having a little bit of video problem here. I don't know what's going on. Hard hit ball to left field, and it is caught. So 1 out. That brings Altman up to bat. Second pitch is a ball. So 1-1. Strike two. Call strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And I think Elsberry was expecting that to be a strike, and it was not called. So we have 2-2. There was a strike swinging. So there's 2 outs. That brings Nichols up to bat. Ball outside. Ball 2 outside. There was a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a pop up in the third base line, and it drops. It hit the ground fair, but fortunately, the shortstop for Elsberry was smart enough not to grab that one. That's Steve Bodecker. He was smart enough not to grab that, and it bounced foul. So that's just a strike. That's strike number 2. And There was a call, strike 3. So at the end of 1.5 innings, score is 4-2 Winfield.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. Attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Okay, we are back. And Eli Gladney's going to start off. Let me make sure I have that right. Yeah, Eli Gladney's going to start off the bottom of the second inning for Elsberry. I hope everybody's bearing with me on. Been a long time since I did softball last fall, and now I'm doing baseball again. I got all caught up into basketball, and this is just totally different kind of broadcasting here. So it'll take me a game or two to get back into the groove of broadcasting baseball. And we have a swing and a foul. First pitch for Eli Gladney is a strike. Second pitch is up and outside, ball one. Next pitch gets away from the catcher, but nobody's on, so it doesn't really matter. When it's ball two. Hard hit ball to shortstop. And they get him. So a 6-3 put out. Brings Cody Thornhill up to bat. First pitch is a strike. Second, a hard hit ball over to right field, right center, and the ball was caught. Out number 2. Brings up Leighton Bartlett, number 9 spot. Ball one. Okay, getting ready for the next pitch. Foul ball. That is 2 strikes. It's like 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there is a call, strike 3. That is 3 outs. So at the end of 2 innings, the score is Winfield 4, Elsberry 2.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and bring them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Okay, here we are at the top of the 3rd inning. Looks like there's going to be substitution here. Bo Henry's going to be pitching. Get my scorecard switched over here. We're going to be looks like maybe Pruitt's going to start the inning off for Winfield. I can't tell if any of this is going out right now or not. My computer looks like I'm getting a lot of red lights on here. So I'm not sure this is going out. But I'm just going to keep broadcasting. There's nothing I can do about it. So Bo Henry's warming up. He's getting his 8 pitches in. I know in high school ball they have to, they're very particular about how many pitches they can do in one day. And since it's a doubleheader today, then they have to be a little more careful on their pitchers. And I was wrong. This is Jay Rolf's going to be batting according to the computer anyway. See what number he is coming out there. Yep, it is Rolf's batting. So we have Rolf starting off the 3rd inning for Winfield. New pitcher for Elsberry in the form of Bo Henry. Hard hit ball. Drops in between center and left field. And Rolf is going to second. Brings in Hazer. No outs, runner on second. First pitch to Hazer is ball outside. Second pitch is a foul ball. Ball high. Whoa, right back at Henry, almost took his head off. And the ball is mishandled in center field. Runner's going to score for, and scoring flat. They had the runner caught between first and second and couldn't get him out. So the runner for Winfield scores. Makes the score 5-2 Winfield. First ball to Sutton is a strike. Runner on first. Nobody out. Second pitch is a ball inside. Ball gets away from the catcher, and a runner goes on to second. Meanwhile, we have 2 balls and 1 strike on Sutton. Runner on second. Nobody out. Ball 3. And there is ball. Well, I thought it was ball 4. That was a strike. Gotta learn this umpire's signaling. Foul ball back behind us. Three and 2, nobody out. Runner on second. Already 1 run in for Winfield this inning. Ball 4. Brings up Weber. Now we have runners on first and second. Strike 1, first pitch. Ball 1 outside. Strike 2 swinging. It's 14 pitches for Bo Henry. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 runners on, nobody out. They need a good triple play here. Strike 3. All right. First, that's the first out of the inning. Brings up Kyman batting. Hard hit ball to center field. Over the center fielder's head. Going to be at least 2-run score. There's the first one in. Second one in, and Kyman's in for a triple. Still only 1 out. And now we have Michael up to bat. Score is 7-2. Top of the third inning, 1 out. And first pitch from Henry is a strike. Runner on third. Strike 2, swinging. Ball 1, outside and low. Ball 2. And we have a pinch runner coming in for Kyman. Let's see who that is. Well, I don't have their numbers. Thought I had them. I don't. Strike 3. That's 2 outs. So now we have Rankin batting. Still a runner on third. There's ball 1. "23 pitches for Henry. Ball hit right back to Henry. He's over to first. And the out. So a 1-3 put out. And that is the end of the Winfield's half of the third inning. We are switching now to the bottom half, Elsberry's half. So let's take a quick break here.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
All right. Looks like we are going to be starting off this inning with Joel Mound batting. That's what I'm showing anyway. Yep, he's coming out. So we have top of the lineup for Elsberry coming on in the bottom of the third inning. Still have Weber out there pitching for Winfield. He's had 29 pitches. Joel Mound is 1 for 1 in this game, and he has scored a run. First pitch to Mound. Ball 1. Like I said before, I'm still learning how to use this computerized scoring. There was a strike, and it's not necessarily giving me what I want to know at the time, so it's probably just me learning it. Hard hit ball down third baseline, ball over to first, and in time. So a 5-3 put out on Joel Mound. One out for Elsberry in the bottom of the third. Brings up Steve Bodecker. Hard hit ball down to third base line. All the way into the corner, and he is into second base with the stand-up double. Brings in Bo Henry to bat. Runner on second. Softly hit ball to shortstop, and Henry's on base. So with one out, Elsberry's got a couple of base runners now. Got Bodecker at second, Bo Henry at first. It was a soft enough hit ball, they just didn't have time to get it over to Henry. Brings in Nick Stone. Call strike. Pop fly ball going out to left field, and the put out is made. So that's 2 outs. Brings in Jake Reimel. Reimel at bat. Reimel's at bat, and he is 0-0. Foul ball. Reimel was walked his first time at bat. Runners on first and second. Right up the middle, but it's going right to shortstop. Has it, and a put out on second base. Let's see. So, at the end of 3 innings, we still have a score of 7-2, Winfield over Elsberry.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
So here we go into the top of the 4th inning. Score is 7-2, Winfield over Elsberry. Winfield's going to be starting off, it looks like, with Altman batting. See who that is coming up. Sure looks like him. You remember, this is just the first game of a doubleheader. Elsberry will be playing Living Word Christian. At the end of this game, they'll be starting another game. I'm really hoping that neither game goes a long ways. I didn't bring a lunch with me. I kind of thought maybe there'd be a concession stand open here at this CarShield field, and I was wrong. There is no concessions. There is no lunch. Now, granted, I could probably easily miss a couple of meals and still be alive, but my stomach doesn't agree. First pitch is a swinging strike. Ball one. Strike two swinging. Ball two. And there was strike three. One out. Bo Henry keeping track of his pitches. He's got 29 pitches right now. Actually make that 30. So now we have Nichols up to bat. No, I take that back. There was a substitution, and they didn't give me the numbers. So I'm not sure who this is batting. They're saying it's Pruitt. Hard hit ball to left field. Drops in for a base hit. So a one-out base hit for Winfield. So we now have Rolfs batting. Hard hit ball between third and short. Fielded by left field and back in, so 2 base hits in a row. One out, runners on first and second. Ball one. Ball two. Hazer is at bat for Winfield. Runners on first and second. High pop fly. Shortstop has it for the second out. Runners stay where they are. So we have 2 outs now. Brings in Sutton. First pitch to Sutton is a ball. Foul ball. Brings the count to 1-1. Hard hit ball right to center field, and it's over his head. 1 run in. 2 runs in, and it looks like he's coming in for an inside the park home run. 3-run homer for Sutton. Ball being misplayed out in center field. Very costly. That takes the score 10-2. Winfield over Elsberry. 2 outs. 2 outs in the top of the 4th. And we have Weber batting now for Winfield. High fly ball to left field. Running in and does not get it. So Weber is in with a stand-up double. Brings Kyman into bat. And Coach Schaefer is out on the field now. That's 41 pitches for Henry. See what's going to happen here. See if they're going to have a pitching change. If there was a pitching change, this is a opportunity right here for any of these small businesses out there that would like to advertise with us. Pitching change is one of the spots that we're going to have open, but it doesn't look like there's going to be a pitching change. But going along with what I was saying, there are some advertising opportunities open for any business, and they are very affordable advertising. And any of your potential customers would be able to hear me talking about your business right now. So it's something you might want to consider. So we have Kyman up to bat. And the ball gets past the catcher, and Weber is into third. Hard hit ball to right field, drops in. Another run scores for Winfield. Looks like Kyman's going to be in there with a stand-up triple. So Coach Schaefer's out on the field again, and it looks like this is going to be a pitching change now. So after 43 pitches, looks like Bo Henry's coming out. I don't know, maybe they're going to do some double switching here. They do a lot of that kind of stuff. Looks like maybe looks like Henry's going into center field. Can't really see who they have coming in to pitch for Elsberry now. If I can see his number 17. That is Lance Reed coming into pitch now. So he's going to take his few pitches. Get a quick commercial in here.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, looks like he's got most of his pitches in. Again, Lance Reed coming in to pitch for Elsberry. And we are still in the top of the fourth inning. Score is now 11-2, Winfield over Elsberry. And like I was saying before on some advertising, just want to once again remind everybody that we are looking for some more advertisers to jump in here and help improve these broadcasts. Maybe they can even afford a professional broadcaster. All right, looks like he's got his pitches in, and we're going back to play ball. So, coming up to bat now, we have Michael, I believe it is. Yes, it is. First pitch is low and inside for a ball. Runner stays at third. All this going on with 2 outs. Hard hit ball right up the middle. Another run is going to score. Michael's on first base. Starting to get just a little bit out of control now. First pitch to Rankin is ball outside. Two outs, runner on first. Quick throw by Reimel down to first base, but the runner just beat it back. And that pitch was outside. We have 3 balls and no strikes. And there was a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Runner on first. Ball 4. And we are back now to Altman. He started off the inning. Ball 1. Strike 1. Quick throw down to first base. Actually bounced off the base runner. Got 2 balls, 1 strike. And 3 balls and 1 strike. Runners on first and second. Three and 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Top of the 4th inning. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the end of the inning. But we had several runs scored. So halfway through the 4th inning, we have a score now of Winfield 12, Elsberry 2. Take another break.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, we are back. Not one of Elsberry's better games here. We have a score of 12-2, and it's in the bottom of the 4th inning. So, baseball's never over. Let's see, what is it, about a fat lady singing or something like that? I guess that's politically incorrect for me to say that. Of course, everything's politically incorrect, so you can't say much of anything. But either way, Elsberry's up to bat, and Kobe Twellman's going to be starting off. He hits a little foul dribbler over into the Winfield dugout. Strike 1. Ball 1 outside. Elsberry needs to get a nice little rally going here. And there's a pop up on the infield. Pitcher's looking at it, and he catches it in out of bounds. So, 1 out. Brings up Eli Gladney. Ball outside. There's a strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Nobody on base. There's ball 2. Little 1 hopper back to the pitcher's mound on a 1-3 put out. 2 outs, nobody on. Cody Thornhill up to bat. And if you're keeping track, Weber has 44 pitches for Winfield. And there's a bunt foul. Foul ball back behind us. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Pop up on the infield. Shortstop underneath it and has it. So, Elsberry, just like that, 3 up and 3 down. So, at the end of 4 innings, we have a score of Winfield 12, Elsberry 2.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders, committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right. We are back for the top of the 5th inning. See who we have pitching now. Okay, we still have Lance Reed pitching. All right. The computer isn't showing that. So I'm having to look at the old-fashioned way, having to look at a piece of paper. And first batter up for Winfield. And it is Pruitt. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch is a ball. Third pitch is a ball. And 4 straight balls. And Ian Pruitt is on base. Brings up Rolfs. He is 2-2 for the day. And that ball gets past Reimel, and Pruitt goes to second base. So no outs. And we have a runner on second base. And that ball was way inside, and it gets past Reimel. And now Pruitt's on third base. So just like that, 2 more pitches, and Pruitt takes 2 more bases. I remember years ago, Vince Coleman used to do that kind of stuff for the Cardinals. What was this? They called a balk. Wow. All right. That brings the score to 13. We now have 3 balls, no strikes on Rolfs. And there was 2 walks in a row on 8 pitches. And so Adam Schaefer is out to talk to him. And there's Lance Reed coming out, and who's going to come in to pitch? Looks like we have Will Stonebreaker coming in to pitch. Not a whole lot to talk about here. Let's take a little commercial break.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega bags do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bag, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, we are back with Hazer batting for Winfield now. Runner on first, nobody out. First ball is a strike. I should say first pitch is a strike. Ball hit hard out to left field. And he gets it in. So a single for Hazer. So we now have runners on first and second, nobody out. Brings Sutton in to bat for Winfield. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Ball way high. And we haven't had any strikes in there. 4 balls, 4 pitches, 4 balls. That's a third walk this inning. So we have bases loaded. Weber up to bat. Nobody out. Ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. Ball 4, and that walks in a run. First pitch to Kyman, ball. I'd say Elsberry's having a little bit of pitching problems right now. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2. There was a call strike. 2-2. Three and two. And another walk. Another run for Winfield. And as you can tell, it's kind of hard to be real excited right now. You can tell there's not a whole lot of excitement in my voice. When you got a game this one-sided, it's not a lot of fun to call. Whether you're on the winning side or the losing side, either one, it's just not a very exciting game to call. Top of the fifth inning, nobody out yet. And the score is now 15-2. The last 2 runs have come in off of walks. Brings in Michael for the batter for Winfield. Ball 1. Ball 2. Swung and a foul. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike. Ball 4. And that takes the score 16-2. Still nobody out. Top of the 5th inning. Bases loaded still. They've had just a carousel of walks in this they're on this whole inning. There was a ball. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, 1-1. Ball 2. By the way, this is Rankin that's batting right now. Ball 3. That was ball 4, and another run coming in. So we're going to have another pitching change. As Will Sternbreaker goes out. See who we're going to have coming in. I didn't see his number. But in the meantime, we still have bases loaded, no outs. It looks like Kyle Daniel going to be pitching. Like I was saying, it's still top of the fifth inning, nobody out. The score is 17-2. I think they're probably going to get us on a time limit on this game. With the score the way it is, they'll probably go in with a 2-hour time limit. I mean, I don't know that for sure, but wouldn't surprise me. And we have Altman up to bat now. Two balls and a strike. Strike two. And he is hit by the pitch. So another run's coming in. And that makes the score 18-2. So we have Pruitt batting now. It was strike one. Ball hit sharper to third base. Out at home. So finally one out in this inning. So Pruitt's on with the fielder's choice. Brings up Rolfs. Foul ball. Pop fly to shortstop, 2 outs. So we still have runners on first, second, and third. And Hazer is up to bat. Ball one. Two balls, one strike. Bases loaded. 3-1. Another walk. That brings in another run. And I think they just called the game right there. Yep, I believe they did. All right. So, the end of a very ugly game, at least as far as Elsberry is concerned. Final score after just 4.5 innings. Final score, Winfield 19, Elsberry 2. So, bring you your People's Bank and Trust post-game show. Not much good to talk about here. Elsberry started off with a couple of runs in the first inning and then couldn't seem to get anything going after that. Pitching was definitely a huge problem. Later on in the game, they just couldn't get anything to cross the plate. And so all they can do now is just, they still got another game this afternoon. They'll be starting this game here pretty quick. Just shake this one off and start in with the next game brand new, and don't worry about this. So I'm going to be shutting this off right now and give the next game its own broadcast. I don't even want to be associated with this broadcast anymore. So anyway, for the Indian Sports Network, this is Kenny Masterson saying good afternoon, everyone. And now join me in a few minutes whenever I open up for the next broadcast. Good afternoon.